There once was a man old enough to dream of treasure, and young enough to believe he could find it. Well, he awoke one night with a dream he had dreamed. His wife woke with him and studied the profile of his face by the silver moonlight. What is it? I have just dreamed the most remarkable dream. It was so real. Tell me. I dreamed that I walked out of our house, and where I always turned to the right, I turned to the left. And the path led me up a mountain. And at the top of the mountain, there was a cave. And inside the cave, there was a treasure. Well, it's too bad dreams don't come true. And she went back to sleep. But the man could not go back to sleep. He watched the moon cross the sky through his window. And when the morning light was pink and painted on the sky, the man threw on his clothes and his boots and headed out the path. What if? What if? And where he usually turned to the right, he turned to the left, the crisp morning air filling his lungs. The pebbles underneath his feet crunched as he climbed the craggy side of the mountain. What if? What if? What if? He stopped just before the place he thought he might turn the corner and see the cave, and closed his eyes. What if? What if? He took a few steps forward and opened his eyes, and there was a cave. And inside the cave, an old man cooking a pot of mush. Oh. Hello. Hello. Would you like to join me? Yes. The young man sat down hard and heavy next to the old man. Disappointed? Yes. Well, not with you. I was hoping for something else. Do tell. Well, I dreamed a dream last night that if I walked out of my house and turned to the left where I usually turned right, I would come up this mountain and there would be a cave, and inside the cave there would be a treasure, and it sounds a lot worse aloud than I thought. I see. And that is when the old man did an extraordinary thing. He stood up and he lifted the lid of the crate he sat on. And there inside of the crate was a treasure. Gold and rubies glittering by the firelight. He smiled at the young man. You mean this treasure? Oh, dreams come true. Dreams come true. Dreams come true. There it is, the treasure. But it's yours. But dreams come true. The old man lifted the sack and handed it to the dreamer. It's yours. The young man could not contain himself. His arms and legs went flailing upwards. Dreams come true, dreams come true, dreams come true. He kissed the man on the cheek and ran down the mountain and into his house. His wife was doing dishes in the kitchen. He dropped the bag on their table and grabbed her by the waist and swung her around. Dreams come true. Look, look. And there it was on their kitchen table. Gold and gems, shining and brilliant. Tell me, how? The young man told her the path, turning to the left. It did go up the mountain. There was a cave, and inside the cave there was an old man cooking a pot of mush. It didn't look like he owned anything. He was dressed in tatters. He was thin and bent, and he gave all this treasure to me. What kind of a man gives a treasure like this away so easily? The husband and wife, they fingered the coins. They touched the jewels as the bright, hot sun crossed past their window. And just before the sun set and the sky was painted orange, they gathered up that treasure in the sack and walked out of their house. And where they usually turned to the right, they turned to the left. What if? What if? The cool evening air filled their lungs. The pebbles underneath their feet crunched as they made their way up that craggy side of the mountain. What if? What if? And there was the cave, and the old man cooking a pot of mush. They dropped the bag of treasure at his feet. What if? What if there is something even more satisfying than treasure? They looked at the old man and said, "What can you teach us of giving treasure away?"